It's bourbonblog.com here in Brooklyn, and we're drinking some scotch that has a little bit of a bourbon twist tonight. I'm here with Brian Kinsman. He is the malt master for Glenfiddich, and this is a brand new release, the Bourbon Barrel Reserve.
That's the one. That's the one.
Tell us about this.
So what it is, it's as you see on the label, it's a 14-year-old Glenfiddich. It's matured in ex-bourbon, refill bourbon barrels in a completely normal way. So very typical Glenfiddich. But the twist is at the end, we then fill it into virgin oak bourbon barrels. So in other words, the barrels that would have gone to the bourbon industry, but they don't, they come to Scotland instead. We put the whiskey in there for about 4 months, and what that does is it just lifts all those typical Scotch notes, all those really classic Glenfiddich notes, and gives them a vibrancy. It gives them a zesty, oaky, vanilla, sweet, just that little touch of bourbon.
You drink some bourbon sometimes when you're not drinking scotch?
I like to dabble.
Yeah.
I like to try various whiskies when I can. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying this for the first time. I'm really enjoying it, and it really allows us to dabble in like the best of both. A little bit of bourbon, a little bit of scotch, and nothing's ever been done quite like this.
No, we've experimented with the virgin oak bourbon barrels
Right.
for actually probably for the best part of 20 years. And we've used a little bit in our Solera product, the 15-year-old Glenfiddich, a small amount of it. But this is the first time we've done 100% finish in virgin American oak. And I think the results are great. You get that, as I say, you get that lift, you get that best of both worlds, you get the classic Scotch flavour, and you get the little bit of the additional zing of vanilla and oak.
Why 14-year-old? Was there a particular plan with the 14?
Well, there's a little bit of a sort of reality on where do you want it to sit on shelf, the price point, all those things. For me, it's about, it had to sit somewhere between kind of 12 and 15 because it's ultimately, it's all about oak. It has to have the age in the first place. The whiskey has to be mature in the first place, and then we're going to bring it to life with a new oak. So 14, it just sits in a nice place within the range.
It's really a job well done here. Brian and I, we're just gonna sit here and drink some scotch. We're gonna go inside and have some barbecue, and I think this is gonna be a really good night with whiskey, bourbon, scotch, barbecue. Glad to be here in Brooklyn with you.
It's not a bad place to be.
Cheers.
Cheers.